Good morning. Garrett from Around Town Junk Removal and Dumpster Rental. Starting the day picking up this dumpster. We're gonna empty it. Then we got 4 jobs to do. First job, we're picking up a camper that fits in the bed of an 8-foot truck, or an 8-foot bed of a truck. So I'm planning to use the dumpster because it's a little wider than my trailer. We'll see how it goes. I'll take you with me. Got a busy day ahead. Well, that makes for the 3rd dumpster for that customer. And that's 60 yards of trash he's pulled out of his property and his shop. So he did a good cleanup. And now I'm headed up to New River, North New River, off Big Springs. I got to kind of work my way up through these dirt roads and washes and hills and stuff like that, and get back into this property that has a camper that goes in the bed of a pickup truck. And based upon measurements, it should fit inside the dumpster. We'll see. Had to make a brief stop for some food. Looked too yummy to pass up. Just got up to the property. So here's the idea. That camper needs to go in that dumpster. So I'm gonna lower the dumpster onto the ground, lined up real nicely with this camper. Then I'm gonna attach a chain to it one way or another and pull it into the dumpster. That's the game plan. All right, step 1, get the truck and trailer in front of this thing, get the dumpster on the ground, hopefully lined up. I think I got it there. It's a little tight on this side. I'm gonna have to watch that piece. Maybe use a pry bar and force it in there. Coming around to the other side. Nice stuff, man. Let's close that up. Stay. Come around the other side. A little bit more room on this side, so I think we can fudge that a little bit. I do need to pull out this propane tank. So maybe that's what I'll do next. And then I'll hook up a cable or something to this one way or another. And probably what I'll do actually is run the winch cable over it and then use that to pull this thing in. It's either that or I attach a come along, something like this, go up and over. Definitely a cool project to work on. I'm excited about this. I was thinking about it throughout the night, and yeah, so let's disconnect this. All right, here's the setup. Got the winch cable going over the top here. They already had a bar on top of this camper that had a little shackle on it, but it's only chained on one side. I assumed that they had a chain on 2 sides originally. So I tied down the other side with another strap. And my plan is to be inside of this and use those boards to get it to lift up. But I also kind of need to be on the outside for a few reasons. One is because it's kind of sketchy being in there, but 2 is this piece right here. I want to make sure that ends up inside the trailer. So I'm gonna get my pry bar and my remote, fire up the motor, and pull this thing in. Here we go. It's getting stuck up on this chain now. So that might actually help because the bottom hasn't wanted to give way yet and slide in there. So maybe if it hangs up there for a sec, it'll pull the bottom out. I don't know, because it's pulling off the top. I might have to break that loose a little bit. Let's get it hung up now. Is it lifting up? Okay, so the front corner is hitting that edge. It's in there though. As long as we don't break a strap, we should be okay. Bit of a tight fit, huh? Yeah, it's not really what I wanted it to do. It's just gonna flip it over. That corner's the one that's being a little difficult. All right, we're on to plan B. Attach this chain from the side that was on the one side to the front of this thing. It is a very snug fit in here. And I don't want to do more damage to the walls of the trailer than I need to. So, let's see if this can fit now. I was on to plan B, and all of a sudden it broke loose. So, I'm thinking the chain came off. Let's see what happened in there. Yeah, the chain ripped off on this side. And you can see on that side, it's starting to dig into the trailer seam. So I don't like that at all. If we pull on that side, it might pull it away from that wall. This thing gets tight. I guess I'm not hooked onto anything now though. So that's all ripped off. Well, let's go to plan C. Plan C didn't work. Ripped off that piece of angle iron that was lag bolted into plywood probably. I hope this thing comes back out once I get to the transfer station. If not, it's gonna be pretty silly. But plan D, I'm gonna wrap a chain around the bottom of the whole camper and attach that chain to the D-ring on the winch. She does not want to go in there. That is tight fit. That door gonna shut? Now it will. Sheesh. I don't know if I'll do that again. I think it's kind of hard on our equipment. I'll probably get a flatbed next time. Camper's in the dumpster. After 4 different plans, plan D finally worked. So I should have started with that from the beginning, but first time doing that. Quite frankly, I wouldn't do it that way again. I'd bring a car hauler with a winch on the front, yank it on there. Be done in 20 minutes and be out of here. Instead, it was like an hour of trial and error, and almost took my head off once with that big bar that swung around the top. Sketchy. Lessons learned. Don't repeat my mistake. Get a flatbed with a winch, or bring an excavator. Excavator was the original plan, but it would have been an extra $450, and that just wasn't in the customer's budget for this project. So plan D worked. So I am just now getting to the dump. I'm here at the transfer station, North Phoenix. I did a quote on the way here, full load. I'm gonna knock that one out on Friday. Hopefully Mrs. Muscle helps me with that one. A lot of big furniture pieces. And this load is gonna have some expenses involved with it. I'm hoping I can get it out of the dumpster without too much headache. There's a small chance I'm gonna leave this transfer station with the load still in there. But I'm hoping that's not the case. So they're gonna charge me a $40 minimum fee, then a $50 handling fee because I didn't break up the camper. Their machines will have to break it up. And they might also charge me a fee for not having it tarped. I can't get the tarp system over that, and I don't want to crawl up there with a hand tarp. It's just not worth it. So they might charge me another $20 on top of that. So if they do, that's 90 plus 20, 110 bucks. I'm hoping that's not the case, because that really cuts into my budget. $95. They did not charge me the $20 tarping fee. thank the Lord. And now I just gotta figure out a way to get this thing out of there. Come on. No luck yet. All right, so I reached underneath and I grabbed this metal bar and the whole thing just did a flip on out of there. So that's what we wanted. Oh man, I needed that earlier. So cool. Thank you, North Gateway Transfer Station. That was the best scenario possible. Nobody got injured. It's out of the dumpster. Let's go do some more work. Next stop, I had to rearrange our schedule because this stuff just took longer than planned. It's already 12 o'clock. So I'm headed down to Paradise Valley, do a job for a repeat customer. And yes, I'm using the dumpster today. I just didn't have time to switch trailers. So I'm going to Paradise Valley, then downtown Phoenix, and then back up to New River. Those are the next 3 stops. And I shouldn't have to dump again today. So here we go. Let's hit the road. Nice looking dumpster right there, huh? All right. This is a doozy of a rug. I might have to slice this in a couple pieces. Grabbing these pillows and blanket. And then this beast of a rug. Man, that's a good sized rug. Oh, it's got the pad in it too. I think I can dolly it out, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, this rug means business. It's got to be like, I don't know, 14 feet or more by 12 feet probably. I got the pad out of it, rolled up in half and all that, but that's a good one. That's a big rug. Thing looks like a huge burrito. So who thinks I'm gonna be able to stand it up without using a ratchet strap to the dolly and wheel it to the front? Anybody? It's pretty flimsy. There you have it. Got the pad, the blanket, the rug, and the pillows all out to the street. And I did not have to use a ratchet strap. That is a 14 foot by 12 foot or so rug. It's a hefty deal. It's out to the street. I'm gonna stick it in the dumpster and then go clean out a storage unit before heading back up north to New River. This is a nice neighborhood. Some cool properties around here. Paradise Valley. So I'm down here in this super nice neighborhood in Paradise Valley. I've seen 2 dumpsters. Here's one by Rad. I saw another one by Blue Steel. The one from Blue Steel looks way nicer than this one in my humble opinion. But that one that's probably a 40-yard container. And I think both of them were 40 yards. There's definitely a lot of decision making going into the next year or so on what size truck to get, because we can stick with the smaller units, the smaller dumpsters, put them on a Chevy 6500 or a Isuzu NRR, or we can go up and get to a bigger truck that could haul the smaller dumpsters, even though it'd be a longer wheelbase, and offer 30-yard containers as well. I don't want to deal with 40s right now, but I see an advantage to being able to offer the smaller sizes as well as 30 yards. And does it make sense to limit ourselves and just get a truck that can only do 20 yards or smaller, or go a little bit bigger and be able to do 30s and smaller? I don't know. The Chevy 6500s and NRRs and smaller vehicles, even like a Ford F550, some of these littler trucks, they can just get into such small places, like smaller neighborhoods, tighter driveways. There's some advantages to those, so we got time to think about it. All right, it looks way brighter on camera than it is in the storage unit. I am like dripping sweat trying to clean out the rest of this loose stuff. Loading into bags. I'm in an upstairs unit, no elevator. Just running carts of stuff to the staircase, throwing it down, and then throwing it into the dumpster. But I am dripping. It's really not even that hot today. I think it's maybe like 100. I don't know, we've had overcast and humid all day. I got like sweat running down from everywhere. But I already got the big stuff out, the mattress and whatever else, bed frame. So I'm gonna knock this out and get back into my truck, get some air conditioning pumping, and head to New River. Loading up a chicken coop next. So this was a chicken coop, or a feeder. A chicken coop, right?
Yep.
Yep, and then here's the rest of it. It was together?
Oh yeah.
This was all one piece, all one assembly. And a windstorm took it down. So this is metal roofing and these panels, all this lumber and these screens, it's all gotta go. It wiped out part of her fence, so time to clean it up. And there's another piece over there. Scorpion. Oh.
There he is.
Come on, buddy.
When I first moved here, I found mountain lion tracks in here.
On your property?
Yeah.
Oh. That's a
He's
juice.
gigantic.
Holy moly. All right, that's enough. Well, it's not getting any cooler. I'm trying to get this work done so I can go home and get a shower. But yeah, I suppose dinner and a drink would be nice too. Check out this horse. I'm just watching over here. Where is he at? There he is. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Thought that was over here, this chicken coop, another lumber. It's all loaded up. And I'm working on this pile now. I gotta take it apart because it's just too much to carry and try to throw in that tall dumpster. So probably break this one apart first and then move on to that one, get all the panels in. That'll make it look like I'm almost done. Make me feel good about myself. And then this mesh stuff. I'm hoping it's light enough I can just toss it in as one piece or tip it in without having to take the whole thing apart, but we'll see about that. All right, y'all. It's not any cooler. The breeze does feel nice. Dumpster's getting more and more full. It's probably 2/3 full now. And my pile's getting smaller. But I am having to disassemble every single piece. This mesh material, it's not on there real good in the first place. And it's been sitting out here in the sun for so long, untreated, that it's kind of falling apart. So it's just time consuming. Which isn't always an easy thing to endure when you're dehydrated and yeah, just kind of wore out. So without too much complaining, I'm gonna finish this and get home. Anybody know what these thorns are? These like thistle-like things. They look like a dried up flower. Go through your glove though.